right, we on. Um, um,
All right, let me hit the OK there. All right, peace and greeting to y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at Northwest of Mexham. How are you? Guys, welcome to our AstroCivics Sunday. This is 67-ish, I think. um, Holy Koran Devotional Countdown. We're here at chapter 7, guys. You guys know I'm here with our magnificent and beloved brother Sean Only now, right? Uh just we always kind of converse, of course, before we hit this live button and go live. And spoke to Dr. G the other day, and she had mentioned a live. I was like, did you see this particular live? And I'm like, nah. And when me and the bros observed it, like, I wonder if people's like feather headdresses come with straight jackets. You know what I mean? Like Chief Thunderbird and Empress Chickenhead from the Project Pat tribe. I guess I don't. That's just what it be sounding like to me in my head. I don't know if that's what they called themselves or whatever. I don't remember what it was really called. You know, you know, Deputy Chief Grand Am Black and Mild. They discontinued Pontiacs in what 2010, I think. They don't even manufacture Pontiacs anymore, honestly. So just to see it, and this is why I said, man, there's got to be a conversation had, man. Like that's why I'm gonna reach out to Brother Taj now that it's been said that I've got a means to reach out to him. I will text first, respectfully. There's something wrong, man. It's something wrong. And what I'm seeing is somebody wants to be the man or the woman. People have really allowed themselves to be thrown under the hypnosis without actually recognizing that things that, like, for example, if Brother Taj is presenting something, I made myself make sure I'm not under the hypnosis of, what's being said, how it's being said, to look for like some leadership role to be done. For me, it was like, okay, I see this information, I'm going over this information. Okay, as a community, this is what needs to happen. If anybody calls themselves a sheep, they're saying they're a trustee, right? So, I mean, so in having a conversation when it happens with Brother Taj, do I ask him like, okay, you, as it's called, it's being said, you're a, national grand sheep. So what is the trustee duties that you're executing so that the people can further have an example to look at for that's being demonstrated where they can actually duplicate that demonstration across the planet. These are things that because what's being demonstrated is people want to either put on feathered headdresses or Photoshop them onto pictures on YouTube. They want to be called Chief Black Hawk Helicopters and Chief Bonneville of the Pontiac Grand Ams of stuff. That's why I'm asking: do straight jackets come with those feather headdresses? Like I don't know if the people still. I don't know. You guys can recognize that the majority of the people are at an all-time low morally still. Really, really are. Like this whole you being conscious and woke. It's just like new niggerdom. Like how they're like, oh, north on the northeast is called New England. Well, the culture of copper tone people is new niggerdom. It just is. It's new niggerdom. Did we not just read a couple Fridays ago at the end of Clock of Destiny, book 1. That's, in the Library of Congress, right? Certificate number AA77869, right?
But you see,
By
brother, when he said the chief 2 guns, I just had to be chief 1 gun, or chief tall Dan, I had to be chief big man. So.
But these were Albions. These were it is just letting me know that people can regurgitate words on a page. However, when it comes to their comprehension, it's so far off. Their comprehension is off. They're jealous of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. They're jealous of Brother Taj, honestly. They're mad at Brother Taj because they expect some type of whatever to be done. And I kind of get that, especially when people are giving you, Supreme National Grand Trustee, because that's what a sheik is, right? And when you look at, the back of your 101, that's these books here, these blue ones, right? This is the 101 and this is the 102. And you look at our authority and you really analyze these things. Like, I'm going to be honest, we're more than prepared to share these things in a real linear fashion where it won't be hard to point out what the mindset is. And it's real simple too. When it comes to the Moorish community, it's just that I think people are just really under the hypnosis of new niggerdom. It just is what it is. You copper tone beings want to be so right about something. You copper tone beings want to be so chief and empress of things, and I'm the only one that's holder in due course. In order to be a holder in due course, you got to be a federal agent, Empress. Empress, federal agent bird. I know somebody's going to get upset. They're going to get mad. They're going to want to do penitentiary exercises and wait till I get my hands on them, brothers. You're not going to do shit. Honestly, because what you guys need to really hear what I'm saying and listen, because hearing is a sense, listening is a skill, which we don't know if you can do that, because that's a part of comprehending. That's an assistant to comprehension if one can actually, listen. You guys are not reading the things as they are. You guys are regurgitating what's on paper and applying your emotions connected with your imagination of what you would want to happen. When analyzing what has actually been presented and seeing what it needs to be, nobody cares what you think you did in 2019. And now there's just this one woman who just controls all of the land on the planet. Like, I already know if I asked certain questions, I would immediately expose their incompetence. This is a certain way that we practice thinking based off of how we study. And when we ask certain questions, we already know that people are going to get the answers wrong. And it's going to expose that they're really good at wearing a headdress of feathers, and that's about it. That's it. That's all. So it's getting pretty funny and interesting. It just really is, man. It really is. You got these slick 50s out here. They, I'm a youthful older guy. Check out my YouTube. I'm a youthful old guy. Okay. I told the bros, I'm like, yo, he looks like Red Pill and Blue Pill's uncle, Orange Pill.
Yeah.
Like, why do you people hate Prophet Noble Drew Ali so much? Why do you want to not really analyze Prophet Noble Drew Ali's literature, right? And then when you say whatever the reason is, I'm going to be able to see that you don't even comprehend that you having the reason to not analyze Prophet Noble Drew Ali or his literature, or to be able to put it into play, that is you being cursed. You have a mindset that is a casualty of war, which means you will not succeed in whatever you think you're teaching, think you're sharing. You will not succeed. I've seen it so much, man, over these 10 years. You know, you're Deputy Chief Grand Am Black and Mild, because remember, Pontiacs are discontinued. They don't manufacture them anymore since 2010. Where the fuck did he come from? That's what, 2019? Is that 2018? Nobody knows what the fuck that is. You don't see how the rod is hazing your vision? Can't really see what's going on because the black and mild smoke is getting in the way. But this is I can't wait to see how it fails. And that's not me, being one who's like, oh, all businesses could have succeeded if people had helped. Like that, like in the Moorish Leaders Historical Message to America, these people aren't conscious Moors. These are unconscious Moors who think, since they've spoken with Brother Taj, that they know some things and they're going to do some things, but they're not. They're not. It's not enough saying Ashe to make anything happen for you. It's only one answer. It really is. And Prophet Noble Drew Ali provided that answer. You know what I mean? He really did. Prophet Noble Drew Ali really provided that answer, guys. And I just think it's amazing to see day after day, month after month, year after year, there's some new group of Moors since 2018, because that's an ancient time ago. Remember back in the day in 2018, Brother Sean, when we were little. Oh my goodness, the new niggerdom is hilarious. Oh. Man, these people. Any hoosers, let's just get into what we're getting into. Let me check this chat real quick before we get started. Any Deputy Grand Am, Deputy Chief Grand Am Black and Mild sympathizers in the chat? Let's see. Did anybody even show up yet?
No, peace, Derek Blash. Derek Blash in the show.
All righty, Brother Derek Blash Bey is in here. And see, it's 6 other people too, but Brother Derek's the only one that spoke up. So yeah, man, I mean, I get it. Sometimes people still have that sympathy for our people, the so-called black men. Like, people just be drunk off of misnomers and misclassifications. They be drunk off of it. Right? Well, they didn't teach us that. Then they be drunk off a pity party. Well, we weren't taught that. Well, what are you teaching yourself now? Why do you keep blaming your past? like, and you want me to think you're grown? Okay. Well, they didn't teach us when this is school. Where? Like, okay. And then when you think you know something, you want to put on a head full of feathers. Or you want to be a Sybil. These people, yo. Or you want to think you run the Moorish community because you put comma I and C at the end of Moorish Science Temple of America. Like these I'm just gonna ask, like, do straight jackets come with these positions that you guys are holding? Because that's the only type of regalia I could think is apropos for these people. It's a straight jacket. Pretty sure that office should definitely have padded walls too and floors. Like, seriously, man. Anywho, Um, you guys allowed this to happen, man, because you just like C. Freeman L said, they walked right past that, man, because they were too busy looking for Jesus. Walk right past Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You don't want to wear a fez. You don't want to really read Prophet Noble Drew Ali's literature. You don't want to see the beauty in what's been shared. You just doing really good in showing how much you hate everything that it takes to save a nation. But you're not taking it and saving yourself. You guys want to be someone special. I want to be special, but won't take this. But you want to be special. I'm a special chief. Yeah, man. Yeah, here's my photo. Just photoshops a headdress of feathers on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. The self-hate is just so damning. So with that being said, let me go and share the screen here. This Negro black colored mindset is just horrible. Alrighty, I think I'm screen sharing here. So guys, we're here at the Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions, pages 48 and 49. On page 48, handsomely standing due guard in his Moorish Sharif's fez and Abba is Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And on page 49 is Our Authority. Man, you guys need to just really dig into that and study that. Man, people are just going right past their answer, man, because just a dedicated people, man. You want a savior, you want a leader guy. Then it's been in your hands, man. But you keep letting a dissolved entity, be animated by people who don't read also and don't know their positions. And it's interesting to see. It's very interesting to see, man. Peaceful greetings, Mother Sahar, and peaceful greetings, Mother Janelle, indeed, right? So, doing our invocation in, I think it's me, right? It's me doing an invocation.
Yeah, I think I led in Friday.
Yeah, okay. So doing an invocation in, it is I, Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey, guys. You're going to extend all 5 appendages on your left hand, just the index and middle on the right. And this is how we will hold our hands while we stand on a 45, right? Have our feet like Prophet Noble Drew Ali's feet there. Stand on a 45-degree angle while we're facing east, right? And east metaphysically denotes within. All righty? So you guys can repeat after me either aloud or in ye hearts as we go in on our invocation in time to worship American prayer. Islam. Islam, Allah the Father of the universe.
Allah, Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My God.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
It was Holy Prophet.
It was Holy Prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen. All right, guys. All right. First letter to be read in every meeting. Here in Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions, pages 84 and 85. I yield the floor to our beloved brother, whom well pleased, Brother Shanali now.
All right, the following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. All right, from Administrative Functions, Moor Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929. To be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There is a host of jealousy about me and the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, and working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility, quote unquote. The nations of the world would not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine and National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drawley.
We're here in the Moorish literature. Excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. On page 12, we see handsomely standing due guard in his Moorish Sharifs, Fez, and Abbas, Prophet Noble Drawley. And page 13, we see divine warning by the Prophet Noble Drawley. Prophet warns all Muslim governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. That includes the internet. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the laws laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their carbon button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the Prophet Noble Drawley, and if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble True Ali. Guys, and too, you can't, sometimes people, when they're really loud and wrong, or they're really just stuck in belief because they really don't really know, they'll say, yeah, man, because they always trying to stop, when we doing the things that's right, they always try to stop us, but we can't be stopped, because we doing right. And it's like, man, look, stop listening to them people. All right? Stop listening to them people. Just letting you know. That's how people that's in belief speak. They still trying to use old church talk. Dogma belief system, Sunday church talk. Take that Southern Baptist language somewhere else. Please do. All righty. So, and that's it's not knocking them, just saying, that's you guys cheap out there. You keep letting that happen, huh? And anyway, chapter 7, right? The friendship pertaining to Jesus and Lamas. Jesus explains to Lamas the meaning pertaining to truth. And what you see there in red next to chapter 7, it is the denotative meaning. It's the metaphysical denotative meaning for Jesus, right? And our reference where we got that from is from the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. So Jesus is the I in man, right? Man is mind. So I and man, space/space mind. Divine understanding and power, the I am identity. So that's why I said Jesus is within, man. Just a lot of you have been in dogma belief system without really being interested in reading and going further. However, you should. And 7HealStar, we always do and have been doing for 3 years or more, freely sharing. That's what we and Brother Sean were just talking about. Like, man, look how we got so many videos, not just on YouTube. I would say it's stuff I've been doing on Facebook. Who knows how many lives have been done on Instagram and TikTok. And then the stuff we have archived in multiple Google Drives. Classes for for days, man. And these people are interested in people who have no discipline and no honor, because there's such a jealousy going on in terms of how they are feeling in terms of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, that these people will do any and everything to try to take charge of the situation. And they don't have Prophet Noble Drew Ali at the head. Okay. keep listening to your empresses and emperors out there. You'll see how quickly of a failure is going to happen. I would say like they got a year, but I think these people are going to fail in less than a year. It might actually happen in like 3 to 6 months. You ain't gonna be hearing from these people. You'll see. You guys see. And I just know what I know, man. And it's gonna come a time where people gonna realize that every time I ever said there was gonna be an outcome about something and it happens, y'all gonna realize like, hold on, there is a pattern. Why is it happening that way? And I'm just little Brother Hasan. I'm just Brother Hasan. I'm no one special. I don't, make calls. I'm not like the John Gotti, sending hits and stuff. That's not me. I can see for real. And we love you all so much. However, a lot of you are still drunk in the mind. You're gone off the religious mythological wine, and eventually you'll snap out of it. But all of your leader guys who are trying to take charge of the situation because of their jealousy of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, they're going to have to fall and fall hard, and you're going to have to feel like you're up Shit's Creek without a paddle. That's how it's going to have to be for a lot of you all. All righty. Let's get through these 31 minutes of degree 7, or 31 verses within chapter 7. All right. And I yield the floor to our beloved brother, in whom are well pleased, as he goes to read chapter 7, and I do my serious member type of ad-libbing when needed. And I yield the floor to Brother Sean Only Mel Islam.
All right, we at chapter 7, the friendship of Jesus and Lamas. Jesus explains to Lamas the meaning of truth. Among the priests of Yaganath was one who loved the Jewish boy. Lamas Brahmas was the name by which the priest was known. One day, as Jesus and Lamas walked alone in Plaza Yaganath, Lamas said, "My Jewish master, what is truth?"
What is truth? We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course, right? So truth is the second principle inherent after love. However, let's see what the I am identity, the divine understanding within, says. I yield, Brother Sean.
And Jesus said, "Truth is the only thing that changes not. In all the world, there are two things. The one is truth, the other is falsehood, and falsehood that which seems to be."
Falsehood is that which seems to be. Go ahead, Brother Sean. This is about to get interesting. Go ahead, man.
Now, truth is odd, and truth is odd and has no cause, and yet is the cause of everything.
Truth is ought and has no cause, and yet is the cause pertaining to everything. Okay, go ahead.
Falsehood is not, and yet it is the manifest of right.
Falsehood is not, and that's why I be like, people need to know what that saying is. It's not man knows not by being told. No, it's man knows not. Man is mind, so your mind knows not, N-A-U-G-H-T. Your mind knows falsehood when you're being told. And a perfect example, like I use it a lot of times, say I'm over here eating an apple pie, and I go, man, this apple pie is good. And if Brother Sean either agrees or disagree, Brother Sean is participating in not, in falsehood, because he's not eating a slice of the pie that I'm eating to give his actual opinion.
Maybe I'll just send my Black Hawk over to get a piece and bring it back to you.
You got a taste test. You got a taste test Falcon you want to send? Squawk, squawk. Right? Okay. You're hilarious. So I was like, put some of the apple pie in a jar and tie it around his leg. And he flies back to you. Squawk! Okay, anyway. So yeah, man knows not by being told that. So again, the mind knows falsehood by being told. Why? Because the experience isn't being experienced. So I hope we can comprehend the difference between truth, which is ought, and falsehood, which is not. And yet, not falsehood is the manifest pertaining to, off, away from, right. Because the word of is that preposition has a lot to it when you do that etymology. So falsehood is the manifest of right. Oh, you got to think of it. Oh, you got to, because I could be right about something, but if Brother Sean ain't experienced it, then he's giving a testimony that's manifest away from what I'm right about in that example.
Come on, Black Hawk, bring me that pie.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I hope we're seeing this with these examples that I'm sharing, right? Mother Sahar says not equals falsehood. Indeed, Mother Sahar. All right, Brother Sean, I yield. Number 7.
All right. Whatever has been made will be unmade. That which begins must end.
Islam, I yield.
All things that can be seen by human eyes are manifest of oughts or nots, and so must pass away.
So that means everything that we're seeing is falsehood. Yo.
It's the manifest of no cause, but it's falsehood.
Bruh. That's why I said, like, people should not be suffering on this planet when all that's happening is people taking advantage of people that aren't clear that falsehood is what's ruining their lives. So let's look at falsehood and truth as tools. Why don't we just use them to better our conditions on the planet? Anyway, I yield. I know we're having a falsehood experience. Go ahead, I yield.
All right. The things we see are but reflexes just appearing, and while the ethers vibrate on, the ethers vibrate on, while the ethers vibrate so and so, and when conditions change, they disappear.
So you got the ethers vibrating, right? And they're giving off of these appearances that are just the reflexes, right? And when conditions change, they disappear, which is what I'm talking about. Of all we got to do is have the proper reflexes to make the right things appear. But we're not reflexing what Prophet Noble Ali brought, are we, as a people? We should be, so we can have a different manifest of right, a different kind of falsehood that's taking place. Why is it falsehood? Because who you really are is the spirit within the soul that's within the phi cycle, which is the physical, inside the physical. Because who you really are is within. It's so simple when you say it like that. Who you really are is within. No one's seeing within.
Nah, brother, everything I'm without. I'm all without. That's who I am without. I am the I am the falsehood not. I am without.
Without, right? And then in Moorish Latin, without is pronounced sin. S-I-N. So
materials rule everything around me. I'm stuck in Egypt. Material, y'all.
That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. All right, bro. I yield. Number 10.
The holy breath is truth. Is that which was and is, and evermore shall be. It cannot change nor pass away.
Yeah, another word for breath is spirit. You ever notice that the word spirit starts with S-P-I-R, which is in the middle of the word respiration, which means to breathe, your respiratory system, spirit, dealing with breath, S-P-I-R, right? So spirit, again, putting on the soul, and then the soul putting on the body. As a man think, so is he. Your thoughts are happening within. And then what people see is the reflexing of your thinking. That's why Prophet Noble Ali said, if I could just get you to think, you'd save yourself. Is it making sense to you guys? It's gotta be. Man, it's gotta be, because I promise you, we're not gonna complicate it. Don't ask us to. I yield, bro. Islam.
Lamar said, you answer well. Now what is man? And Jesus said, man is the truth, and falsehood strangely mixed.
Man is mine, is the truth and falsehood strangely mixed. Ought and not, strangely mixed. I yield.
Man is the breath made flesh.
So truth and falsehood
are conjoined in him.
I just said, man, if man is breath, I said breath is spirit. Spirit put on soul, and then soul put on the flesh. I just said that. Again, we're not going to complicate it, but go ahead, Brother Sean. Start again. Number 13.
Oh, yeah, those are bars. Man is the breath made flesh. So truth and falsehood are conjoined in him. And they strive, and not goes down, and man and truth abides. You know what I'm saying? Man is the breath made flesh. So truth and falsehood are conjoined in him. And they strive. And naught goes down, and man as truth abides.
And man as truth abides within. That's East. I trust, man, when we talk and we speak how we speak, that you guys are able to, repent, change your thinking, and eventually, I'm telling you, our community will come together very soon. Because what it's going to take is the jealousy of Prophet Noble Ali is going to have to stop, and then the jealousy of 7HealStar is going to have to stop, because you guys are going to see that your salvation depends on you not being jealous of us. I'm just saying, man. We're back. Anyway, I yield.
7HealStar. 7HealStar.
Mother Sahar says, yes, it's making a lot of sense. Islam, mother. I yield.
All right, and Or is it, oh, again, Lamaze asks, what do you say of power? And Jesus said, it is a manifest. It is a result of force. It is but not. It is illusion, nothing more. Force changes not, but power changes as the ethers change.
Look at that. So force is real, but not power. Mm-hmm. Look at that. It is the manifest. It is a manifest. So power is a manifest. So it must be not. Is the result of force. It is not. So power is not. Power is an illusion, nothing more. Force changes not. So force is truth. Force is ought. But power changes as the ethers change. Look at that. So
No one
simple.
man should have all that not power.
Brother Derek says, simply put, exclamation points. I yield, bro. Islam.
All right, force is the will of Allah and is omnipotent, and power is that will and manifest, directed by the breath.
Look at that. Force is the will of Allah and is omnipotent. And power is that will in manifest. So that's why I remember we keep saying all you got to do is use ye will appropriately, reason appropriately, have that full knowledge and knowing you can manifest your will. Because what's real is what's done in the will, in the desire, in the wish, so to speak, in the will. And what manifests, what comes about, the power that comes out is that which was directed by truth, the breath, the force. Mm-hmm. So all things that are real are happening within. Because that's where the real is. The results are the outcome of the real. I yield.
There is power in the winds, a power in the waves, a power in the lightning stroke, a power in the human arm, a power in the eye. These ethers cause these powers to be, and thought of Elohim, of angel, man, or other thinking things directs the force. When it has done its work, the power is no more. Boy, Jesus spitting.
Mother Zahar says, so then we are force. Yes, we are. It's all we are. We are truth. We are breath. We are force. Period. That's why I said there's no point in having Star Wars. Hey, yo, bro, Islam, man.
All right, again, Lamaze asked, with understanding, what have you to say? And Jesus, or the I am identity, said, it is the rock on which man builds himself. It is the gnosis of the arts and of the knots, of falsehood and of truth.
So for one to understand, that means one is upholding. When you stand under something, you're holding it up, so to speak, right? So having the gnosis pertaining to not and, pertaining to ought and not, having that gnosis pertaining to falsehood and truth is one's understanding. I yield, bro. Islam.
Was that Peter the Metaphysical? Where it's like the rock?
Yeah.
Where he built himself on the rock, I think.
Yeah.
All right. It is the knowledge of the lower self, the sensing of the powers of man himself.
Wow. The sensing of the outcomes pertaining to mind. It's like force is sensing its its outcome. Force is sensing truth. I'm sensing my own. Force is sensing its own results. That's what I meant to say. I'm sensing my results. I'm saying this is what's happening. I made this decision, and now here's this outcome. The outcome is the falsehood. The decision is the truth. I yield.
Again, Lamath asked, of wisdom, what you have to say? And Jesus said, it is the consciousness that man is alt, that Allah and man are one.
Look at that. I yield.
That naught is naught, that power is but illusion, that heaven and earth and hell are not above, around, below, but in, which
But
in the light
in,
of odds.
but
Ooh.
in, bruh.
Come on, brother, man. What you mean?
What you
Heaven, hell, earth, that's all outside of me, brother. What you mean that's in? What you mean?
Man,
My pastor ain't never said that.
Brother, man, your pastor's thoughts are wrong. But go ahead, bro. But in, go ahead. Which in the light.
Which in the light of odds becomes the naught, and Allah is on. And that was what last Sunday, maybe Sunday before. It was like, man and Allah are one, just give, it all. Mm-hmm. Man, it's just people could actually read and think,
That's why I said during the Holy Koran Devotional countdown, going from the end of the Quran to the beginning, it's like, it's a powerful read that way too. You'll be like, sheesh, hold on, man. Okay. It's like, it's still in order. You want to read from left to right or right to left. You'll really get some serious lessons. Like you will see what it is. Like, yeah, man. I yield, bro. Islam.
All right. Let's see where we was. All right. Lamaz asked, pray, what is faith? And Jesus said, faith is the surety of the omnipotence of Allah and man, the certainty that man will reach the deific life.
Which means that's all you should be focusing on then, is reaching deific life. But for some reason, people keep getting thrown off by Egypt, by the falsehood, because it's like, food, clothing, and shelter needs to be had. So, that's why I thank 7HealStar, and I trust 7HealStar in doing their best to only be like, look, yo, just donate to us. Order your mirror AstroLiteracy session, order your mental magician report, schedule these sessions, schedule to have these reports done from I am Brother Sean, so that you can have actually everything that you need and what we have too, until we get to a point where we have a community that we don't have to concern ourselves about the military script that is Federal Reserve notes that we're not even supposed to be handling. However, again, there is a dark priesthood operation on the planet that is forcing the people to get the resources from their dominion through these trustees who are belligerent public servants who are forcing people on a global scale to use military script, which is currency. And the one that we know here is the Federal Reserve note that's utilized the most. I yield, bro. Islam.
Salvation is a ladder reaching from the heart of man to heart of Allah.
Islam.
It has three steps.
Time out. And remember the letter to be read, the first letter to be read in every meeting, talking about your only salvation as an American citizen. Right? It's just showing itself, G. We read about that ladder in the letter, in the first letter to be read in every meeting, man. talking about the salvation, earthly salvation as an American citizen, man. That's why I'm like, but there's also, your spiritual salvation also. Just wanted to make sure I made that connection there. Ayo, bro, Islam.
That's one. It has 3 steps. Belief is first, and this is what man thinks perhaps is truth.
Wow. Belief is first. And remember, I said belief is for the neophyte that prays. You're just in prayer. Right? It's the first rung or first step pertaining to that ladder. I yield.
And faith is next, and this is what man knows is truth.
Faith is what man knows is truth. Look at that. And faith is for the scholar that studies. So, level 1, neophyte believes and prays and thinks per happenstance what truth is. It's beliefs. So I said, beliefs ain't knowing, belief ain't truth. So you start telling me, Brother Hasan, about your beliefs. I know you don't know the truth. I don't care how old you are. Hey, yo, bro.
Come on, brother, man, you can't be beaten down on my beliefs, brother. I can believe what I want to believe.
Yeah, exactly. People can perhaps think something is truth that isn't. All they want. Brother C. Thomas says Islam. Brother Derek Blash Bay says perhaps is truth. Per happenstance. All right. Go ahead, man. I yield.
Fruition is the last, and this is man himself, the truth.
Fruition. And fruition is for masters that contemplate and bring things to fruition. Right? Himself. So most people start out as a neophyte. They believe and pray. And they graduate to a scholar who has faith and studies until they graduate to be the master that contemplates and brings things to fruition, right? Ayo, Brother Sean Islam.
Movie right there. Belief is lost in faith, and then fruition is lost. And man
belief is lost in faith. Faith is lost in fruition. Go ahead, I yield.
And man or mind is saved when he has reached deific life, when he and Allah are one.
Period. I trust we are really grasping this. This should be the things that motivate us to speak in an intelligent tone and writing to these people. You need shelter, a place to stay. You need food. You need clothing. You need other things made from the earth, land conveyance. And we should be at a mindset where we can be able to get these things, not just, oh, singularly by myself, I'm a brother. No. No, Prophet Noble Ali was thinking about the entire planet. Prophet Noble Ali said, I'm a universal prophet, and my philosophy is universal. I just came to you Moors first because you need me the most. Talking about the Moors here at the North Gate. That which is contemporarily termed North America. That portion under the occupation pertaining to U.S.A. Corporation. I trust we comprehend what has been shared today. Questions, comments, and/or suggestions going once? I'd like to thank you all for joining us, sharing in this with us. We trust that you just continue to study. I mean, I know we're doing what we do and sharing here on YouTube. We trust that you can continue to study. I know I chose ministry, and this is what I do. And no, it's not a glorious position. And I'm thankful and grateful for those of you that do get your sessions and do donate, right? And I trust you're also donating, to Brother Sean too, because I don't ask him about his cash apps and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I know we've given clear instruction, for donating. And like we said, also, if you do send to either one of us, but you want it to be split, just give a note. Hey, split this with your brother. All right. This is, and so I'm just thinking, like, I trust that we're doing well, even though I know a lot of family members probably look at us as we've lost our mind, or we don't want to go work out there in the world and stuff like that. And it's like, when you know what we know, you recognize how much of in a fucked up situation on the planet we are, because the people are funding their own enslavement and don't know it because they think they're comfortable because they get to go punch a clock and collect a paycheck based on a birth certificate and social security number that they don't qualify to have. They should have never gotten it, which means they're an applicant, which is a co-trustee for a job, right? So they want a job and they're working it as a co-trustee, unqualified. Unqualified trustees that think they're grown. Because they're not recognizing, okay, so it's an occupation or an occupation code, and just reserve your rights. Not because you are a corporation, you're reserving your rights because you know that this corporate operation that's out there happening, you are doing everything to fend for yourself and keep them from those public servants that are belligerent public servants, belligerent trustees, keep them from taking advantage of your life's energy. Questions, comments, and or suggestions going twice. Mother Sahara says, indeed. Brother Sean?
No, good, bro. Just, as I've been saying, continue to, study, share us out, get your sessions and all those things, and, really start assessing and analyzing things, what they are, and not how it's been kind of popularized and commercialized with this. Like, if I'm just kind of observing some things, and I know I probably have a couple more things to observe, but just from what was shared with us, bro, like I couldn't even really. I'm surprised I made it that far, but I gave it what I could, and I didn't even make it through the whole first hour. And I mean, from just what we've been sharing, I think it should feel redundant to those who, show up every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think they'll be able to see it, and it's like, I know we see it. It's like, really, but it's all good, man. It can't even be really hidden or shown, but for those who are trying to take charge and are trying to be fame and nobility, I think it'd be best to yield from that mindset and, really do what was already brought. Like, why, if you got the perfect system, why only like, well, I think we should change this. This is what has worked. I think we should change and do this. And it's like, why? You know? Because I won't, and it's like, that's what it was, because you, right? So, um, yeah, man, like we continue to do what we do, man. That's all we really can. And with Pluto being in Aquarius and no planets retrograde right now, this is gonna be an interesting let's see, moon cycle it too, because I think the next retrograde is like a Mercury retrograde. I think like March, April, maybe. I have to go check. But with nothing retrograde right now, it's gonna be interesting to see. So I'm gonna just sit back and watch, but I yield, bro.
Islam, bro. Islam. Questions, comments, and or suggestions going through his eyes. So I'll say schedule your mirror astro literacy sessions with Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey. Make sure you schedule to have a mental magician report, freshly put together by Brother Sean L. As all of them are always, customly put together by Brother Sean for whomever is calling upon him. And guys, we do need your support. We're still going to ask you to, donate and schedule sessions and send cash apps until we get to a point where we don't have to do that, because the community in its entirety, is able to have any and all resources that we need without the economic and social slavery that is fiat faith-based currency systems being utilized in order to obtain the resources made from our dominion. All right. With that being said, Brother Sean is going to lead us on our invocation out, turn the Moorish American prayer. And we're going to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index in the middle on the right. And we're going to stand on a 45-degree angle as we face east. I'm going to face directional east, which is metaphysically symbolic to going within, right? And that's us facing the truth, right? See, yeah, it's pretty fun. All righty, guys. So, Brother Sean,
Let's get it.
guys can repeat after Brother Sean either aloud or in the hearts. Islam.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth. Peace.
Freedom.
And justice. Allah is my protector. My guide. And my salvation. By night. And by day. Through his holy prophet. Noble Drew Ali. Amen. Right.
Amen. This is where we say to y'all, be yourselves and
donate. Show some love.
Donate. All righty, guys. We love you all so much. Mother's always says sincere gratitude, Brother Hasan and Brother Sean. Indeed, beloved mother, gratitude. Indeed, guys, when you go to get the victuals and go and enjoy yourselves and eat well, make sure you're enjoying yourself. And that is something that adds to promoting health. All right. And when you go and rest and recharge, make sure you rest and recharge. Well, this is where I am, Brother Sean. Say on behalf of 7HealStar, I'm Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey, Brother Sean L. On behalf of Brother Corey Bey, Brother Terrell, Tamari Bey, and Brother Malika Bey. So we say we love you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all. Peace.
Black Hawk out. No, I'm just